Welcome, Art Agent Specialists. This is your mission controller, and your mission for September, should you choose to accept it, is Number 1. Create a background with alcohol or surgical spirits and ink. Number 2. Paint without a brush. Number 3. Use a household item. Number 4. Create a resist with a gel medium and stencil. Number 5. Spray, drop, or blow on ink. Number 6. Add a geometric shape or two. Number 7. Use some metallic shimmer or glitter. Number 8. Add an element from nature. The words for suggested words are villain, vagabond, venture, valor, and vision. And the suggested color scheme for this month is potting soil, aquamarine, and vermilion. Good luck! This video will self-destruct in 3 seconds. Okay, I had fun with that, but let's see what I can do with the prompts. So this should be fun. I kind of went outside the normal picks for this month and wanted to shake it up a little bit. I'm going to be working with alcohol ink as a beginner because the first step says create a background with alcohol, which overseas sometimes is called surgical spirits, and ink. So our colors for the prompt are potting soil, aquamarine, and vermilion, which many of you know are the archival ink colors. And so this is the range of color that I'm looking for. Now, I'm not going to find the exact same colors in alcohol ink. So I've pulled out, here's a mushroom and a patina and some copper. And then also in the Copic Various, I have burnt umber, princess blue, and garnet. But, you know, they're still in the same color range. So to start this, I'm going to work on some specialty stamping paper. This is a Ranger paper. The reason I want to do that is because it's not a shiny surface, but it's a real smooth matte surface, and that's what I want. It's a coated paper for my alcohol ink. And I'm going to put down a craft sheet to work on. So let me just tape this down quickly. I have a palette knife, and I'm going to start, that edge is still curling. I'm going to start by getting a little alcohol. This is just alcohol in a little push top bottle. And I'm going to start with the mushroom. I'm going to put a few drops of the mushroom on and a few drops of the, oh dear, haven't been into this one yet, burnt umber. That was more than a few drops. Okay, and then I want this patina. So I have that down on my surface. This is still popping up. Glue it down. I'm going to take my alcohol. I'm just going to add alcohol to my surface. I'm going to spread those colors a bit. So I'm going to coat a couple of pieces of paper with this alcohol mixture and create some backgrounds. And I'm going to use both pieces in my project, so nothing's going to waste here. I'm just moving the alcohol and ink around on my craft mat, adding some alcohol spritzes, and picking it up with the paper. And I will also do a couple of tags just because I'll have some excess on my sheet and I don't want it to go to waste. Okay, step 2 says paint without a brush. So that's what I'm going to do. Remember, these are our colors. And so what I have picked is the Deco Art Media paint. I have burnt umber and cobalt turquoise. And I'm going to start with the burnt umber. And what I'm going to paint with, I'm just going to put a little drop out here on my craft mat. Doesn't take much. I've got a brayer. And I'm just going to load that up in my brayer. I need a little more than that. Okay, so I'm going to grab a wet wipe, clean up my surface. The next thing says use a household item. Okay, I'm going to go back to my paint, this time with the cobalt teal, and I'm going to spread that out, and I'm going to use bubble wrap. And I'll dry that and be back. Okay, we used we painted without a brush. We used a household item. Now we're going to create a resist with a gel medium and stencil. Okay, so let me get a gel medium. And I'm going to grab a stencil. This is good enough. Okay, so I'm going to use heavy gel medium. And I'm going to apply that to the page. And we'll dry that and be back. Step 5 says spray, drop, or blow on ink. So I have some ink in my little Ranger mister, and I think I'm going to use that. And not sure what I want to do with this yet. I'm just going to lightly mist here. And this should resist. And I think what I want to do is hit that with a little bit of water. And let's let that drip. And we'll dry that. All right. Step 6, add geometric shape or two. Well, if you guys remember, I had created a couple of pieces of paper. So I have this paper, and we already have some circle theme going on. So I think I want to kind of stick with something circular. And looking through my stencils, trying to find, I had one that was different from what I have out here. Okay, so here's this, and I think, not sure what way I want to go with this. I have this paper. Let me try a couple of things. This is that vermilion ink. So I'm going to use a couple of different stencils and just put another layer onto this background paper. Remember, I created a couple when we first started out. And so what I want to do is to create those geometric shapes, and I want this to reflect the colors that we're using in the color scheme. So I've used the vermilion ink, and I'm going to get out some punches, and I'm going to punch some circles and apply those to the page. So I'm going to use my Yoo-Hoo glue stick. This is a dry glue, and I'm just going to glue those circles down on the page randomly and create my interesting focal points. And then the next step comes along, and it says use some metallic shimmer or glitter. So I have metallic luster from Deco Art. This is called Iced Espresso. Yep, that'll do it. All right, I need a soft cloth. There we go. Okay, can you guys see the shimmer? There it is. So I need to wash my sponge. Put a lid on that. And I'll get a wipe. I have, yep, I think I'm going to use this. This is the Allure Copper Heavy embossing powder from Emerald Creek. So I think what I'm going to do is take some glue. This is just tacky glue. Where do I want to put this? Now, I think I need to put this on first. And then my skeletal leaves are going to tuck right in here behind. And then I also want to add a little bit of glue. And then I want to take some of this copper embossing powder and heat tool. Let's see, I also have this tool. I'm just going to add a little bit of bling and shimmer. I'm going to use some glossy accents and a few pearls and sequins and bringing in that vermilion color with a little of the blue and the brown. I guess it's not blue, it's aquamarine. I'm just placing some sequins. And I have some Novu crystal drops. I'm going to drop that in the middle of some of these sequins. Let me get this going here. And I think we're going to call that done. So that'll have to dry. And then we'll get some final shots. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's project. Be sure and check out Mike. I'll put a link down below for you. And if you want to join us in our monthly challenge, that is Mission Inspiration. And thank you, Mike, for allowing me to be guest controller this month and play along. Thanks, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.